The Strait of Hormuz is closed. The latest season of The Bachelorette starring Taylor Frankie Paul, the Mormon wife, just got canceled. I should jump off a bridge now. I have nothing to live for. Avril, why has everything gotten so complicated? Now we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Magic the Gathering, and guac and marshmallow pizza means I'm a JoJo's reference now all of a sudden. Although Steel Ball Run is coming out, so that's a reason not to jump, I think we need to go back to basics. Laughing and hanging out with friends, going to third places like coffee shops to get vanilla lattes, a lot of vanilla lattes, because we're talking about vanilla stuff, because magic has gotten so overstimulating these days. My goodness, words, so many words on every creature. Every creature does a million things. It's so many things. Well, not anymore, because I'm dyslexic and I don't want to deal with all that. So yeah, we got Jasmine Boreal of the 7, 1 green-white as our commander, 2/4, taps to add mana only on creatures with no abilities. That's right, we're making it nice and simple. And creatures with no abilities can't be blocked by creatures with abilities. That's right, now we can't be blocked by all those goddamn Avril Lavigne complicated creatures. And what a chill vibe that is. We're going back to basics, baby. It's pretty sweet. So that me up. And before we dive in too deep, if you can't already tell, I'm the most unhinged deck builder on the internet. So if you've got a weird, wacky, silly, goofy idea for a commander deck, challenge me in the comments down below. The one with the most votes, I have to build. That's legally mandated. They'll send the Pinkertons after me if I don't do that. Also, while you're in the comments, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Now let's talk about vanilla creatures. We got Gigantosaurus. 5 mana, 10/10. That's it. That's all he does. It's pretty sweet. Look at all that green. He's like a doobie. We love it. Then we got Ruxa, Patient Professor. I know this is vanilla creatures, but this one is redundancy for our commander because it gives us recursion when it enters the battlefield or attacks. We get something from our graveyard with no abilities back into our hand. That's sick. Also boosts up creatures with no abilities. That's good. That's basically all our deck is. And then, yeah, we can bonk with our creatures with no abilities as though they weren't blocked. That's sick. Really cool. Cheats to the Chong. You know what I'm saying? If we're keeping the green metaphor going. Then we got Quake Strider Ceratops. 6 mana, 12/8. That's the end of the explanation. It's beautiful as a sunrise. My God, I love sunrises. Don't see them as much as I used to. Man, I love them. Then we got Tarion, World Tyrant. 5 mana, 9/7. That's it. Legendary creature. He's cool. Look, he's like a slime guy. He's an ooze. Beautiful. Reminds me of Lin-Manuel Miranda. Love that guy. I wish I saw this guy more. Beautiful. Then we got Ancient Brontodon. 8 mana, 9/9. Beautiful. Easy enough. The dinosaur guy reminds me of playing with Legos. God, he's, because he's like a Legosaurus. And I miss Legos. I wish we played with Legos more. I wish they weren't so expensive. Then we got Enormous Baloth. 7 mana, 7/7. Beautiful guy. He's a freak monster. He's playing around. He reminds me of going to Disneyland. Back in the day before Disneyland got super overhyped. Man, I miss Disneyland. I miss going places. We got Quilled Slagworm. 7 mana, 8/8. That's pretty good. Look at that. He's a cool little worm guy doing cool worm stuff. Reminds me of having Nerf battles with my friends in the neighborhood where you like shoot stuff and then you have to go find all your bullets and some of them went into the gutter and you got to go get them out and they're all kind of dirty, but they still, man, I miss having Nerf wars. I wish we still did that. What a chill vibe, am I right? But it's not all just, big bonks. We got some small guys like Indomitable Ancients. 4 mana for a 2/10. That's a good blocker guy. And they're trees. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of the tree house my friend had where my other friend fell from the, from the top of it and broke their leg. I think it was their arm, actually. But still, it's crazy. Nobody has tree houses anymore. Nobody invites me to hang out in their tree house. Kind of sad. Anyway, Cheeky House Mouse. 1 mana for a 2/1. That's pretty good. But also, it's 1 mana for a little boost. That's also pretty good. And it's a squeak. You can squeak by. That's pretty good. I like that. And it reminds me of Mouse Hunt, the movie with Nathan Lane and Lee Evans, where they're like hunting a mouse in a house. And I watch this movie all the time with my brother via Netflix when it was old Netflix. I miss old Netflix before like predatory pricing and all that. Man, Netflix used to be really good. Where'd all the time go? Anyway, Isamaru, Hound of Konda, and Devil Thorn Fox. They're dogs and foxes. And they're cool. And they're vanilla creatures. So they do stuff with our stuff and they're low mana curve. So we can get them out early and they can attack and be unblockable when we need them to. And they remind me of my dogs back when I was a kid. They're both gone now. Wow, where'd the time go? Anyway, Avril, why did everything have to get so complicated? You know what I'm saying? Well, we got some non-vanilla stuff so that things can get complicated so that we can do other stuff. Let's look at Toski, Bearer of Secrets. 3 and a green, it's indestructible, and it can't be countered. It's a 1/1, but also it gives us card draw. Whenever a creature we control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is really good because our stuff is basically unblockable. So now we get a lot of card draw. That's really nice. And it reminds me of the squirrel from Over the Hedge. That was a really good movie. Really integral to my childhood. I liked Over the Hedge. It really taught me the meaning of like found friendship and family and working together. Where'd the time go? Zopandro, Hunger Dominus. This guy's a big guy. He's indestructible sometimes because we can stack 2 of our little guys, and then it doubles the power toughness each combat. That's good. Each combat doesn't mean just our combat. It means every combat. That's really good. So now our stuff is even stronger, and a lot of them are already really strong. So we're in the one-shot territory. Really good. And Hunger Dominus reminds me of how my dad used to make grilled cheese sandwiches for me when I was sick or when I was hungry during the summer. And he'd make little apple slices and stuff. He hasn't made me a grilled cheese sandwich in a while. He's still alive, though, but I know that won't always be the case, and I'll probably really miss his grilled cheese sandwiches. Where'd the time go? Except I never fucked with the tomato soup thing. That's true. Anyway, Rampaging Bailouts. Guess what? It's not vanilla, but it's got landfall, so we're a sicko. Anyway, you've seen my thoughts on that before. But it makes 4/4s that are, vanilla creatures. So it's like we're getting free creatures every landfall, and they're vanilla, so they're unblockable, and they're good and boosted, and now they're 5/5s. And it reminds me of playing Pop Tropica, because it's all landfall, and there's a lot of fun islands to play on. Like Big Nate and the Spy one. Oh man, Pop Tropica was super fun. I play that every day after school, and it was where'd all the time go? Anyway, Fang Druid Summoner, 3 and a green. Hey, it's a ape druid, and he comes in and we can tutor up from our graveyard some of our cool thing with no ability. That's really good. So we can get our Gigantosaurus, and he's a big 10/10 and stuff. And this guy's an ape druid. He reminds me of Harambe. Kind of when everything started going downhill, just with the timeline and everything like that. Man, Avril, how did everything get so complicated, Avril? What's going on? Hey, how do we win, though, with this deck? Well, it's pretty sweet. Jasmine, you can tutor him up, and not tutor him up, but, like ramp out stuff and give him evasion, which is pretty much all the things you ever want in a commander deck, is you can play more things, and you can hit people with them, and it's really sick. So our Ancient Brontodon can go out. He's a 9/9. We got the 12/8. We got the 9/7. Most of these we can start playing like the turn right after, as long as we got a little bit of ramp, you know what I'm saying? So turn, 4 lands and then 2 extra mana, that's 6 mana, boom. These guys are coming out. It's pretty sweet. And then, 7/3, Garruk, it's all really good. So to boost our odds, though, we've obviously got Muraganda Petroglyphs, 4 mana. Creatures get +2/+2 because they got no abilities, and that's all our stuff. And then we got Aruxa, obviously, giving our other guys +1/+1. That's pretty good. And then they're double unblockable, basically. And we got Beastmaster Ascension, just a cheeky Beastmaster Ascension. Now they're all like +5/+5. That's really good. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of boosted stuff. Really cool. And the odds are they can't block because most of the time, everybody's got creatures that have abilities because that's how modern Magic happens. Because everything's so complicated. Am I right, Avril? Am I right? Everything's gotten so complicated. And I saw this comment on Reddit that I thought was really funny. Time for some YouTuber to declare that the lack of vanilla creatures is killing Magic. And maybe it is. Hey, maybe the everything's gotten so complicated in modern life that Magic is now a metaphor for modern. Anyway, Toski and Beast Whisperer, hey, they give us card draw. That's pretty freaking sick. And then we got some low to the ground, ramp so that we can get good land so we can cast our big stuff faster and swing out and be unblockable and beat our opponents to death. Pretty goddamn sick. It's pretty awesome. And we'll win. We'll win. We'll win. And with that, we'll win. I refuse to allow the darkness to swallow us up. Color seems to be fading from the world like it's the goddamn giver. But I think there's a reason why hope was bundled with the evils in Pandora's box. It is agonizing to live in this world with all the evil that's been released into it. But hope is perhaps the evilest of all because, goddamn it makes me continue living in this world. And, they open the box, let all the evil out, but hope remains. Hope that this too shall pass and that color shall return to the world. But hope is too goddamn passive for me, baby. It sits in the box and in the hearts of man. It doesn't do a goddamn thing alone, all right? But actions, however small, paint the world a brighter hue. So do something. Love your fellow man or woman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just love people. And there's a Doctor Who quote I really like. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. I feel like in the modern day and age, we're going to need a lot of kindness. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, just thanks for 100,000 subscribers, by the way. I'm making this video a little bit earlier, but I imagine this video is going to blow up because, goddamn it, I'm having a great time. I couldn't make this my job without you guys. You've fully changed my life, and it is fundamentally my mission to hopefully change your life and make your life better, whether by making you laugh or cry or play decks that make your friends laugh or make your friends cry. That's pretty much all there is in life is comedy and tragedy. And so the two go hand in hand. And that's what, my whole thing has been about. So yeah, I really just appreciate everybody for being here. And double special shout out to all my patrons on Patreon. You guys keep the lights on. Thank you so much for your support. If you have the means, I know the economy's crazy right now, so hey, really don't be pressured at all. Throw a little monies my way though. You can get early access to videos, deck reviews, custom decks, etc., etc. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. This was a fun deck, all about vanilla creatures for the most part. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.